Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for joining me here. Today is the 10th of June of 2022, and I will be doing a divine spread for you. It is a Friday, so just before the weekend. Divine spread is usually done around Friday, Saturday. So I usually time it moving forward a week, but obviously it will be different for each of you. We are not all on the same timeline, so take the message as it resonates for you, and when you actually get to view this message, I suppose it would be important for you then. All right, I haven't done divine spread for a little bit. Let's see what's going on. As a lot of you know, that the divine spread is my own spread that I've formulated, and I know a lot of you like it, so let's do that. We are reading for many of you out there, so please know that it's a general reading. And I want to thank you all for sharing your energy by liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. Okay, this channel is for guidance, for enlightenment. As many of you know, it's all about an exchange of energy, love, compassion. And we like to keep the quality of the channel on a high level. So I'm glad to have you all with me. Let's see what's going on. I just wanted to mention also that we are preparing something for you in relation to our trip to Cyprus. Stay tuned. You will love it. What's going on, dear Spirit? Archangel Lophil, Archangel Michael, dear angels, dear Hermes, what are your messages with a divine spread around the 10th of June as the moon is transiting through Libra, round about on the 24th degree of Libra. My friends, Libra, right? Libra is all about balance and harmony and relationships with others. But the moon soon is going to enter Scorpio, so it's going to pass over the degree of that full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio, so which happened on the 16th of May. And we've got Venus and Uranus together in Taurus, very close to the North Node. So I've been talking about that for quite some time, and we're also just around the corner. In 3 days, on the 14th, we have a full moon that is not an eclipse in Sagittarius. Okay, we'll be talking about that. We'll be analyzing the chart on Patreon for those of you that are with us there. I will be doing another reading for YouTube, a free reading on the full moon. So subscribe, like, share, comment. And thank you so much. Love you all so much. Let's see what's going on. What is the guidance? What are the energies around with this divine spread, dear Spirit? What's at the foundation? Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands. Sevens. Always challenging, conflictual, but we've got the upper hand. Jupiter and Mars are in Aries. Aries is all about planting those seeds. So Jupiter will expand on the energy of Mars. It will energize. It will expand, right? That desire to move forward, to start something new. And Mars is on Chiron, my dear friends. Chiron, that open wound, that self-consciousness, or I'm not good enough, or that sense of abandonment. We've got the upper hand here, and remember that the position of the root here does pertain to the past, but also it's the seed that's been planted. So from this position, the whole reading stems. So we've got the upper hand. It's been an uphill battle, and even though there's many naysayers or problems or situations that are against what it is that we are desiring to create, we can still continue working on it, okay? It's just that we're turning a difficult corner maybe. Maybe we're needing to prove ourselves. What is it that you're wanting to manifest? Okay, remember that 7 is also the Chariot. So it's all about overcoming obstacles. And it's changes ahead, right? Could also pertain to a house move or just needing to make a decision, right? So trying to balance out the yin and the yang, your logic and your higher mind. Okay, so maybe where you've been, there's been no nurturing, there's been no mothering, there's been no sense of security. And there can also, where coming from, so 7 of Wands comes after the 6 of Wands, which can speak to a bit of ego. 6 of Wands is potential recognition. But what Spirit is saying here is that continue to work through and know that you've got the power, that you are able, if you are willing. Okay, it's time to prove yourself. Saturn now is retrograde in the sign of Aquarius. So it's saying that, okay, you can do this. Are you willing to put in the effort? Okay, Mercury's moving now direct in Taurus. He's passed over Algol, Medusa, poison, fears, dark thoughts. He's preparing to come home to Gemini. And happy birthday, dear Gemini, if you are celebrating your birthday today. So, okay, after the 13th, 14th, things are going to start to really move. Let's see what is hidden. What is it that we cannot see, that we don't know? 2 of Swords. So someone is needing to make a very important decision here. There's a dilemma. They've obviously got a choice between 2 things. And they're needing to, and maybe they're also protecting their heart. Maybe you're dealing with someone that's, someone that fears maybe making a decision. Interesting with the 2 of Swords, right? Someone, maybe you're dealing with someone that that usually goes by logic, and maybe they're starting to learn how to feel what their psyche is telling them, right? Because as we could see, she's blindfolded, so it's not an easy decision. It's more so going from within and sort of using intuition more than just someone's thought and perception, right? So a difficult dilemma is what's going on with, obviously this is the other person or whoever you are dealing with, right? So we've got Swords and air and fire here. So the energies are quite explosive. Remember, I've said Uranus on top of Venus. Venus is coming up to Uranus. Venus is at home, but Uranus is, ups and downs and just radical changes, unexpected tower moments, needing to see things from that higher place, from that elevated place. Remember, Uranus is the sky. So having a wider perspective, seeing things from a different point of view, or just having that intelligence. Uranus is connection to spirit as well. And maybe this decision has got to do with a sense of freedom. And it can also relate to fears of truth, fearing seeing the truth, therefore having the inability to make a decision. Recent past, Page of Cups. So Page of Cups is an offer. It's a small offer. It's also a messenger, something that, you could be connecting with someone. There could be an offer on the table that comes through very unexpectedly, or that's come through very unexpectedly. Maybe, I don't know, Page of Cups is only a small cup. There's a lot of youthful energies within the page. It is Pisces, and Pisces can speak to unconditional love, but Pisces is also boundless. So there's a fear of losing oneself in a situation. Pisces can also speak to a sense of needing to surrender. Again, looking at things from a different perspective. Page of Cups can also speak to a childlike energies. It's a small beginning to a creative venture, spiritual connection as well. But also this could also be an apology, some sort of an apology. Let's see what's going on in the now. We've got the Lovers here. So Gemini, the Lovers, very important connection, divine union, difficult choices, needing to make a choice. If you are choosing between two different people, the Lovers being Gemini. Gemini is mutable energy. It's air. It's logic. It's youthful. It's quick. It's very chattery. Gemini. And remember that this full moon that's happening in Sagittarius, we've got Gemini right across. And Mercury is going to come home to Gemini as well. So that will be quite interesting. The Lovers we know is number 6, so it does speak to balance and harmony. It is a major arcana card, so it does speak to partnerships of all sorts, partnering up with someone, maybe having a second choice. This is a blessed union after all. Let's see what is crowning, which is a very important position. The crowning position is very similar to someone's goals and aspirations, what they're aiming for. Okay. Queen of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Libra is balance and harmony, right? The moon is transiting through Libra. We know that Libra is the scales. It's two people that need to be together, to work together, to have justice, to have balance. Queen of Swords is usually someone they haven't had it easy, right, where emotional situations are concerned. Queen of Swords could be a divorcee, someone that's just very detached, more clear thinking, quite intelligent. She knows what that Ace of Swords that she holds feels like. She's been cut by it. So she's using it. She's using her intelligence, her wit, to cut away anything where there's been no balance. And I don't know why I need to say that. It's like she can judge quite harshly. She will tell you the truth. Now, I'm not reading reversals. I feel that it's all about the truth. And, you know, she's willing. It's as though she's willing to take that risk because she's going to do things by the book. She's going to do the right thing. And she's going to pay the price for the integrity that she holds within her. Even if it cuts her again, she's used to that. She's used to that. She knows what that sword, what that cut feels like. But she's got that, her life experience. It's like her aura is protected now because she's already got that experience underneath her belt. It's not something new for her. So she's going to use that integrity. She's going to think logically, and she's going to make a judgment or speak her mind. And it could also be some sort of a decision. Let's see what the action and advice is. We've got Temperance, and this is Sagittarius, Jupiter. Temperance, Archangel Michael. Divine timing. tempering oneself. Things are being, we're being guided by spirit. We're being guided by spirit that, that heaviness, of lead is being turned to gold. So something that was heavy, was difficult, is being turned into gold. So there's an alchemy that's going on here. Remember that spirit, the divine here, is holding 2 cups. 2s speak to balance. We've got the Queen of Swords, which is more Libra. So again, about balance. We've got the Lovers, again, Gemini. 2, double, dualistic. 2 of Swords here. We're trying to come into balance, but we're looking for balance and harmony. Now, we do have, this full moon is going to be a Jupiterian full moon. And Jupiter right now is in Aries. Aries is the seed that's planted. Jupiter is the truth. It's Jupiter in the sign of the warrior is going to expand. There's a lot of confidence. There's a lot of ability and courage to move forward, to plant those seeds, to go on that adventure, to take that journey. But Temperance is saying it's going to take a little bit of time. Temper yourself, relax, and leave it up to spirit. Remember what I said, that Mars is on Chiron. Chiron is self-worth issues, abandonment. And of course, Jupiter, so close to Mars, will expand on the courage of Mars, on the passion of Mars. And Jupiter also helps us helps provide us the truth, a sense of justice to be able to move forward. It's like we're on a mission. Let's see what the possible outcome is. Because remember that Chiron, the glyph of Chiron is a key, and the key is a resolution. Chiron is healing. Chiron is very much a teacher as well, a teacher that in mythology, he taught all the gods how to fight, how to martial arts and everything. He's the teacher. And remember that Chiron was a centaur, my dear friends, which also Sagittarius is a centaur. So there's a connection between Sagittarius and Chiron. Okay, and so half man, half horse. The animalistic instinct is very strong, but there's also the logic of the human. So maybe there's a fight here between trying to bring those two together, harness the power of that ability to find a resolution to this open wound. And it can stem from our childhood, obviously. It can stem from a past lifetime as well. What is the possible outcome, dear Spirit? Oh my God. The Tower. Wow. Thank you, dear Spirit. This is right on point. The Tower. Mars. The Tower. Big changes. A big awareness. A major shift. A shock. An aha moment comes to be here. Something is changing. Remember what I said, that Uranus is also on the North Node. The North Node, of course, is in Taurus. And we've had a solar eclipse only very recently. We're still in eclipse energies, dear friends. Eclipses that happen on the fixed signs last for quite some time. So we need a tower moment. We need a tower to get those fixed energies to change, whether it's in your own life, whether it's on a collective scale, whether you're dealing with a fixed sign. Remember, fixed signs do not like change. Fixed signs are Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, and Aquarius. So let's see, we will take more cards. Let's see what the divine help, hindrance, advice is. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, so it looks like the full moon energies we're already in. And those of you that are on Patreon, as I said, I will be doing the analysis on this full moon today. So look out for that. Of course, you need to be on tier 2 or tier 3 to get that. Let's see, Wheel of Fortune, so the Wheel of Fate. Divine timing again. Karma, changes, endings. It is a 10, dear friends, and a 10 breaks down to an ace as well. So Jupiter is all about freedom, all about being very adventurous. What is the true meaning of life? What is the truth pertaining to this relationship? What is the truth pertaining to what you're going through right now? Jupiter is bringing changes. We've got the Four of Cups, and it's the Ace of Cups that is being handed to this man, to this person, which is in focus. We could see that he's looking at that. He's left what he was doing. He was reading a book, and he's noticing very prominently, we see the size of the cup, right? The size of the cup is showing where this person's focus is. So how I see the Four of Cups, usually it's a card of boredom, and I'm not happy, and you know, where I've been pertaining to my security, my emotional happiness, my life in general, right? Fours are always about whether we feel happy or not, where we've been residing, working, emotionally where we've been. But we see here that he's now in this deck, he's noticing this cup, and this is the hand of spirit offering us a new possible beginning with this Ace of Cups. Now, I always call it like mischances. Maybe remember that the Wheel of Fortune is like a timing card, right? It's called divine timing because the wheel, and this is Jupiter, obviously, which speaks to wisdom. Of course, the Wheel of Fortune can speak to also long distance or just anything to do with divinity and spirituality and, you know, that higher mind, anything to do with teachings. Maybe we've come through some sort of a lesson and now it's time to receive. Now, usually it's Saturn. It's Saturn that is the Lord of Karma and teachings. But remember, Jupiter is also a teacher. And don't forget that Jupiter is the son of Saturn, so he does hold some traits. Jupiter can speak to an ending, so separation, or bringing together. So I don't know where you're coming from. I mean, with a 10 of Wheel of Fortune, right? Before the Wheel of Fortune is the Hermit, someone who's seen the light, someone who's gone into their cave and they needed to seek, to see, to understand what is the truth, the meaning of life for them. Now we've got the changes, we've got the knowledge here. And I don't know if this is for you or another person that you're dealing with. Four of Cups. Oh my God. I need to call this reading, oh my God. Ace of Cups, dear friends. Yes, with a lot of emotion as well. We see the cup running over. So these are tears of joy, tears of happiness for many of you. It could, because I'm going to say we've got the Lovers here, right? Which is right in opposition. We've got, like, let's say, the full moon. Something is ending here where Sagittarius is concerned. An ending will always bring a new beginning, but it is connected. Remember, a full moon is that the sun is transiting through Gemini, and in opposition in Sagittarius is where the moon will fill out. So as the sun transits through Gemini, Gemini is the twins. It's difficult decisions. It's communication. It's collaboration. Naivety. It's the student. We've got the student and the teacher. Now, we all take roles in our lives. Doesn't matter how old you are. You could have a child that turns into a teacher for you. They may say something just out of the blue and you think, oh my God, I mean, what did that child just say? Right? So, incredible. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. And we've got the Knight of Swords. So, lots of communication, action. This is usually my Aquarius card. Aquarius, right? Aquarius, which is another fixed sign. And we've got Saturn retrograde. Now, Uranus rules Aquarius, and Uranus is connecting with Venus. Venus at home, very practical, very physical, very much about the five senses. She wants to feel good. She wants quality. She knows her worth. Okay, and Venus in Uranus, this is ups and downs where money is concerned as well. So we will see, because we're not looking at this reading only, of course, as a love reading. We will take the Psychic Tarot of the Heart to see more about love. Let's see what's going on beneath the Knight of Swords. We've got the Queen of Swords here. So we do have a divine masculine, someone that could use cutting words, someone that's just very truthful, very blunt. This could also be information. We see this Knight of Swords right at the edge of the cliff. So it's like he's ready to take a risk, to share, to communicate, to deal with. And he's holding his sword right up in the air. So there's great intelligence. We see the eagle here as well. Someone who's got maybe seeing things now from a higher perspective. So cutting edge communications. It can speak to legalities as well for some of you. Seven of Swords. Sneaky, sneaky. Someone trying to be intelligent, someone trying to escape with their thoughts, not sharing their thoughts, not having the courage, stealing away. They're very conflicted, maybe trying to get away from the truth. But look at the Knight of Swords. It's as though they're facing each other. So we've got the Knight of Swords holding that eighth sword, which speaks to a mental prison, really, because of something that wasn't shared, because of an action that was quite underhanded, or just someone's trying to steal away, be intelligent with something, trying to hide the truth. Oh, wow. Two of Cups. Oh, wow. Two of Cups, soulmate connection, divine. Two people that are facing each other. They're looking at each other in the eyes. Maybe it's a hidden connection. Maybe it's a third party. I don't know, because with the Seven of Swords, it can speak to hidden, right? What's beneath that Two of Cups? We've got the Two of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Two of Swords. For many of you, this is like a third. We could have a third person. There are things that are being withheld, things that we don't know, which will probably be revealed with the Tower here. Let's take the Karma Dharma before we look at more tarot. So we've got double. We've got two cards, two major arcana, which speak to Sagittarius a lot. So we've got Sagittarius and Gemini. Of course, we've got the Tower as well, which is Mars. So Mars rules Aries and Scorpio. And remember that Mars is still with Jupiter in Aries. Thank you. I think that's our message. Dear Spirit, thank you. Oh my goodness. Oh, if I remember right, we had the devil not so long ago. The devil. Yes, we did. The devil, Capricorn, career, goals. Who are you out in the world? How do people see you? I mean, Capricorn is where Pluto is transiting. And Pluto is also retrograde. There will be a lot going on. I mean, remember that the sun is transiting through Gemini right now, and we're almost in Cancer season. Remember, Cancer is right opposite to Capricorn. So a lot will be playing out pertaining to anything that's been restricted for you, anything pertaining to fears, obligations, toxicity, narcissism. We see that the cage is open, dear friends, and we see this person being in a golden cage. I don't know if the word golden, which I already spoke of here with the 2 cups that Archangel Michael is pouring from, the angels, right? So something to do with values, quality, monetary, riches. I feel as though someone has put themselves into a golden cage, and it can speak to the mundane, the practical, I mean, anything to do with riches and values and a sense of security. But the door is open, so it's like someone is perceiving that they're stuck. Someone is fearing being able to look at the truth. So holding back on their own truth or the truth that they share with another person. Remember that the devil is a number 15. 15 does add up to a 6, which is again the Lovers. Someone could be stuck in a situation that they need time to process, time to understand, time to take the lessons, to learn their lesson, to know their self-worth, that they are free from anything that is holding them back. We'll come back to this because I feel I need to continue about what's going on with this devil. The devil, I feel, is very strong today in this reading. Let's take a couple of astrology reading cards. Remember that Capricorn is the mountain goat. It's an uphill battle, or someone's needing to prove themselves, or they've got a lot that they're dealing with right now. There's a lot of heaviness. We've got a couple of cards that bounced, so I will take them. We have Neptune, my dear friends, and Neptune can speak to illusion. It could speak to a fantasy or a yearning, longing for this partnership, for this relationship, for the ability, for this chance, for this change, or some sort of an ending, the ending of a karmic cycle in one's life. We do have, as I said, we've got Capricorn here, we've got Jupiter here. This is Saturn, right? Saturn, Jupiter. The wonderful thing, though, because, you know, the karma between Capricorn and Jupiter was who's going to hold the power, who holds the power here. And there was sneakiness, there was intelligence. Jupiter, he actually stole the throne from his father by taking his power away. So there's some sort of competitive energy or karma playing out here. Remember, though, that Uranus, which is also part of the saga, Uranus was the grandfather, then we had the father Saturn, and then Jupiter. It's like history repeating itself, as, you know, karma comes back around and sort of repeats itself. So what I feel here is the wonder of this reading is that Jupiter, maybe with the help of Uranus in Taurus, could be breaking this karmic cycle. So it can speak to power struggles. Okay. Neptune can really cloud a situation. We've got this full moon in Sagittarius is squaring over to Neptune, and Neptune does rule Pisces, and Pisces is, you know, we're wearing those rose-colored glasses. Pisces can also speak to the ending of the illusion, and it does speak to potential for illusion. I'm going to say that this full moon in Sag, which is Jupiterian, and Pisces, remember, is also ruled by Jupiter. So we've got a lot of spirituality here, a lot of divine knowledge or wisdom coming through. And because this full moon is squaring over to Neptune, I feel that those rose-colored glasses or that illusion, that dreamy energy is going to sort of, we're going to see what we fantasized, what we yearned for. Was it real or was it an illusion? I think that that's what this Tower moment is. But Jupiter is going to bring us the truth, no doubt. It's going to bring us the awareness plus the ability to set ourselves free with the help of Uranus. It's like grandfather helps the grandson. So like the teacher helps the son. The wisdom is here. The 9th house, broadening your horizons, either spiritually, academically, or on a long journey. The 9th house. 9th house, which is naturally the house of Sagittarius. How interesting, right? The 9th house is higher education, foreigners. It's the house of adventure. It's the house of spirituality. It's the house of the teacher. So we are broadening our horizons. So there's a sense of awareness, right? Okay, let's look at the wisdom of the wisdom. What am I saying? The psychic tarot of the heart. So there's a lot of awareness coming through. Broadening your horizons means learning the truth as well. Now, yesterday's reading was, we get the answer why. We get the why's the questions answered. Now, I don't know if this is through the divine, or it could be through practical matters and communication. We shall see. What's going on in matters of heart? We had the same card yesterday, choosing your battles. That was the outcome. So this is like a continuation of yesterday's reading, dear friends. If you haven't watched it, please do. So someone dealing with, and I do explain this card yesterday. I did explain it. You know what's really interesting is that I was just talking about Uranus, Saturn, and Jupiter, and we've got 3 big heads, right? We could say that they're gods. They're very powerful. You could see the difference in size. So this is the small, mundane human, right, dealing with those higher powers. But the stance that he holds is very powerful. And they do actually look like a mirage, like they're his fears. But he's got the confidence to do this. 7 of Wands, 8 of Cups, same card yesterday, unbelievable. Observe the Hanging Man, needing to see things from a high perspective, from a different focal point, right? Observe, looking at things from different from different angles. But also, again, this is Pisces, so it's connection to the divine. It's knowing that there is boundless love out there, and communion and connection, and the love from spirit is everywhere. So this could also speak to moving on from anything that was holding us back, holding us in a sense of karma, imprisonment, fears. Now remember that with Pisces, I always say that it's like a mental prison. Pisces rules hospitals, prison cells, anything pertaining to confinement. The door is open, my dear friends. So someone actually sees that they're not bound. And they're going to put in the effort. 7 of Wands is here at the seed of the reading. Oh my goodness. 6 of Cups. Simply love. And that is the place to come from. From a place of love, from a place of compassion, empathy. And we've got a father and a son here. So the love of a father and a son, or even a mother and a son, a parent and a child, is, what can I say? There's nothing more important. So there is, and I'm going to say also that possibly because 6 of Cups is a soulmate connection. It's a past connection. So we've got the child here. A child. It does speak to nostalgia and past connections, people that we've known from past lifetimes or from our childhood. Now this could be a parent with a child. You could be dealing with someone that's already a father or a mother. Someone who's gone through some sort of lessons, right? And what they're fighting, their driving force is maybe a certain child or a certain nostalgia to reconnect with someone from the past. It is a card of balance. 6 of Cups. And you could see that the child is holding a book. So maybe also, remember what I spoke of, you could receive a special message, or, you could have a child that turns into a teacher. And, this example is right in front of me. Now, of course, this is a general reading. It will not speak to all of you, but simply love. Put it simply. Love is the way to go. Love through compassion and in heartfelt balance and harmony. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. And we've got sadness and isolation, the 3 of Swords. Share the love, 3 of Cups, 3 of Swords. So where maybe there was, and this could be third parties, of course, share the love. It's all about sharing, but here someone, 2 threes, my dear friends, 2 threes, and someone's needing to check out, because 7 of Wands is like I feel as though I'm in a connection where I'm needing to fight for this all the time, or it's a connection that I desire and I need to, it's not something that is in the norm. It's, the odds are against this, but I'm willing to put in the fight, and I'm going to, even though I'm conflicted, and to do that, to fight for this, I've got to move on. So leave those 8 of Cups that, I could not fulfill my happiness on all levels. So leaving a situation, maybe also, because 7 of Wands can speak to denial and pushing someone away, or blocking yourself off from your happiness, right? Sharing the love between 3. There are imbalances there. 3 of Swords. It is a disappointment, obviously. Let's have a look. I will take some Lenormand. I'd like to see that 3 of Swords, what it's talking about. But let's take a message. Let's take a message from the wisdom of the Oracle. So we do have Pisces, we've got Sagittarius up in these cards here. Mutable signs, and you know, this is where mutable means mutation, change, fitting into one's environment, being flexible, not being sturdy and fixed, right? Let's see, what is the message here? What is the advice? What is the advice, dear Spirit? All that glitters, number 16, which is also the Tower. All that glitters, and we see the masks here. So maybe it could speak to some sort of a disappointment. And look at the gold, dear friends. Look at the gold. It's full of gold. Poised in the reverse. Someone being unready. Time to go. Someone being stuck. Someone not ready to go. Let's see what poised in the reverse means. Number 48. 48. You're not ready to move forward at this time, and that has to be okay. Be poised in the face of demands and deadlines. Pretending you know what you're doing works sometimes, but if you adopt a fake it till you make it attitude, it will land you in some muck now. This is not the time to wing it and deliver something half finished. It's okay to postpone things until you are really ready. It's better to disappoint others now than to wish you had later. That could be a message for you or another person, of course. Let's have a look at the 45. Time to go. So it's obviously not time to go. Timing is very, very much of essence. Maybe that's what this Three of Swords is. Even if it appears that you've reached the end of the line and all is lost, it isn't. You're in a situation that will resurface again later, so consider this a break rather than an ending. Destiny is in charge here. You lose nothing and gain everything when you surrender to that fact. Your soul knows that your destiny is unfolding with perfect timing and synchronicity. Your small self has doubts, but that is natural, as it doesn't have the map of your destiny. The soul does. Spirit loves you. Trust that. So it's interesting that it speaks about your small self has doubts. So we've got, this is the small self has doubts card here. He wants this though. So someone maybe is doubting this journey, not ready to go. They're practically poised. They're preparing their life. Your life is unfolding in front of you. Let's read that. All that glitters is not gold. Just quickly. 16. It's only human to want to adorn oneself in trinkets and paint a pretty picture of oneself. It's natural to want to acquire the trappings of status, or to deny them as a statement of rebellion. But if it sparkles, is it better? Whether it's a fast car, a big house, or a title or position, the stamp of authority, or the sparkling of diamonds, these icons let you know something about a person, place, or thing. Or do they? The truth is that people seek to acquire things because of what they will do for them and how they symbolically will elevate them and make them more attractive. This card signals that it's time to see beyond the adornments and probe underneath the surface. Learn to recognize the masks people wear and motives underlying them. Imagine that all the glitter is gone. Would you still desire the object or person? That's what we need to ask ourselves, dear friends. Okay, so interesting. Let's take some Lenormand. And I'd just like to add up these numbers. So we've got a 7. A 7 and a 12 is 19, and a 9, 28, which equals a 10, which is the wheel of fortune, the wheel of fate. Karma and destiny is playing out. Okay, let's, first of all, I just want to see this sadness and isolation. I will take more tarot here now. I'm dying to see what that Tower card is. I bet you are too, right? Timing, right? This is Saturn. Saturn says that we need to wait to have this awareness. It's not up to us. It's up to the Spirit and to the Divine. And Spirit is now, has got the upper hand here. So we have to learn to be patient, wait for that change, wait for the awareness, wait for the changes and the cycles, because we do have cycles here that are ending. We've got the key. My God. That is beautiful. And it's a master number. It's a number 33. The key is like Chiron, as I said, Mars. Mars is right on Chiron. We will have that resolution. This is something long-lasting, and it's Venus in Taurus, my darlings. There's going to be openness, there's going to be revelations and an achievement. So don't get stuck in this sadness and isolation. You will find the key to unlock. Now, you could be liberating yourself from the fears. The key could be found to this golden cage, right? This golden prison. And I'm going to say also, you've got to win some to lose some. Let's see what's at the bottom. We've got the birds. The birds speak to the stork. Sorry, it's a number 17. Again, something long-lasting. There's a new nest that we are building. Okay, it's all about giving birth. I mean, these storks have given birth to their little ones. They're building their castle. They're building, and I don't want to say their golden cage, okay, because it sounds like this golden cage seems to be like a prison. So building this place, this nest, with love. Love is the gold here, not the material, mundane, practical things. And there's transition. Now there's a big yearning for these changes. This transition, this change, this new cycle. It's here though, and there is movement. Let's take more tarot. Let's put this down and we will see. Remember, we had the 7 of Swords. We had the 2 of Cups. We had the 2 of Pentacles. What's beneath that? We've got Justice, another balance. Another 2. I mean, it's 11. We see 2 scales. That's what it's all about. It's like someone trying to be intelligent and find their footing. Look at all these. I mean, this is very much the Gemini. The 2 twins, it's like bouncing off each other. It's like a mirroring thing. Let's see what's going on. 7 of Wands, dear Spirit, at the foundation. What's that about? And we've got the 5 of Pentacles. Now, this could speak to different social standing, social status, financial status, differences in families, traditions, backgrounds. 5 of Pentacles can also speak to a big age difference or just differences in beliefs. So 5 of Pentacles is 2 people not in balance, not in sync, feeling left out in the cold, not happy, begging for each other's, begging to be able to come together and find balance and harmony. There's a sense of lack here. So we've got a 5 and a 7. Not an easy past, obviously. Could be also someone's spiritual beliefs. Or if there's a difference in monetary situations, that could be a big deal for someone out there. So we've got a 5 and a 7, right? 5s are changes, 7s are conflictual as well. So let's take one more. Oh my God. 7 of Swords. Another 7. So maybe we've got this 5 of Pentacles. Someone's trying to hold back on their truth, on their beliefs. There's been some sneakiness. Looks like one person's been putting in all the effort here. There's no balance here. I feel here that someone's been holding back on their truth, on their financial standing, their status, what they really feel, what they really think. It's like camaraderie here, or, it's not like two people are in sync or are in balance. There's things that are missing here. And obviously there may have been deception as well. And because of the 7 of Swords, it can speak to a secretive connection as well. Let's look at the 2 of Swords in the hidden position. And the 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords, I think. Yeah, it's the Aquarius energy. Aquarius is all about truth. It's detaching. It is intelligence. So someone very ingenious, pulling the wool over your eyes, or just trying to escape from the truth. Not communicating. Aquarius is communication, right? It's great intelligence, but it's also truth. So being able, very much the magician energy for me, being able to hide the truth. Someone very much pertaining to intelligence, but this is the past. This is the past. 2 sevens, 14. 14 is temperance. Yeah, someone holding back on their truth, wanting, maybe also seeking some truth, their own truth, or not being open to truth until the divine timing, until they feel ready and called to share the truth. Let's see what that is about. 2 of Swords. We've got the Knight of Wands. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. There's great frustration in this Knight of Wands, but there's also a lot of desire, a desire to take action towards the ability to create. This is also travel, someone ready to charge in. There's frustration. We've got a volcano erupting in the background. And someone is wanting a reconciliation, a celebration. Remember that the Knight of Wands could be a player. If you are dealing with a third party, Knight of Wands is someone that's usually not ready to settle. But there's great frustration here and a lot of power, a lot of charging in. Very much the Jupiter-Mars conjunction in Aries, but also very Sagittarian. Some completion of a cycle, someone seeing the truth, seeing their truth. What is their truth? Let's take the Page of Cups. We've got the 9 of Wands. So someone having been very patient or having put in a lot of effort. We do see someone having gone through a lot here. 9 of Wands, we could see he's also on his knees. So there's been a lot of heaviness, right? 9s are always completion though, but there's a lot of desire, and there's what is offered to you now or in the recent past is a small cup, but it's the ability to create from that small beginning, trusting and having the faith. That this heavy burden, you've come through, or you're coming to the end of this burden. I don't know if this is you or the other person. I mean, 9 of Wands is I put in a lot of effort and a lot of work. Remember, we've got the 7 of Wands here, and we go to the 9 of Wands. What is one more on that 9 of Wands, please? One more. And we've got the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups could be a family situation. And we've got the Page of Cups, which could be a child. But also holding on and believing that you can find the bliss, you can find the happiness here. But this is also an ending of a chapter. It's like holding on for that bliss or that reward. It starts off as very small though. But why does it start off from very small? Maybe you've been dealing with someone who was in another connection, or that could be you, right? Because 10 of Cups turns into the Ace. So it could be a chapter that's ending that was difficult in your life. Let's look at the Knight of Swords. There's the 2 of Pentacles again. So someone deciding on whether they're going to share their truth, whether they're willing to cut through the crap, whether they're going to take that risk and communicate clearly and come through with the truth, even though they probably fear the truth. Fear sharing the truth because maybe they've been hurt before and in the past. Or this is maybe someone that does not like to deal with trouble. Or possibly now is when all the information will come in about what the challenge was, about what the decision was about. 2 of Pentacles up in the air, right? Doing a dance. How long can one do that? Juggling too much on one's back, or there's the 4 of Swords. Someone is going to be very open about their wound, their pain. 4 of Swords is in action, but it's also a card of healing. Remember, it's the warrior that's taken time out to meditate, to heal, to be enlightened. What is the Lovers about? The Moon. It is a secretive connection. The Moon, Pisces, Cancer. The Mother. Matters to do with the past, fears. There's the 8 of Swords, right on top of the Lovers and the Moon. A fear of, I don't know, judgment, I feel, or being blocked, being in a situation. It could be just fear-based, difficult decisions moving forward. A fear of sharing the truth. Maybe if there was deception in the past, we do see a few swords. Let's take one more. We've got the King of Cups, a fear of intimacy, a fear of being vulnerable. The Ace of Cups is in the King of Cups' hands. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Queen of Swords. The Star. So some information that will be communicated, some truths that are coming to light. The Star does speak to wish fulfillment. It's also lots of communication. Remember, it has to do with wishes. It's the 11th house, and Aquarius is where Saturn, the Lord of karma and timing, puts up those blockages. Right now, Saturn is retrograde, so maybe it's a time of now truthful communication, seeing the truth. I mean, Uranus is going to reveal. But maybe this wish fulfillment that was at a physical distance, at a timely distance, is now right in front of us. This is the goal section, right? This is what we are aiming for. And the Ace of Wands, so that new beginning, the light comes on. The desire to start something new. The potential is here. The Star can also speak to social media, groups and associations, being intelligent, finding an intelligent way to free oneself up, or an ingenious idea that you are wanting to create, to begin a new project for others of you. This is great desire. Let's look at the at Temperance in the action and advice. And we've got the High Priestess here. Another 2, my dear friends. Another 2. The High Priestess, Pisces, Virgo. Compassion, love, service. Trust your intuition. Trust that what you are receiving. We've got Pisces and interesting here. We've got Pisces and Sagittarius. Again, which I spoke of before, the mutable signs. The High Priestess many times could be a third person. This could be just a spiritual connection. There's great power and great wisdom that's going to come through, my dear friends. Some of you could be seeking the clarity from someone who's very connected, someone that's very knowledgeable. Let's take one more on the High Priestess. Yeah. So it looks like 3 of Swords. We've got it here again. Maybe this not knowing, or maybe this waiting, or it's, feels as though, what is it that we're trying to receive or to manifest? It feels as though, and remember what I spoke about with these cards here, being poised, waiting so long, or needing to see things from a different perspective, and not all that glitters is gold. So there's like a sense of grounding, or there's a sense of preparation. And I'm going to say, if there's third parties involved here, someone is falling out of the equation. 2 is balance. 3 is a crowd, right? Someone needs to fall out of the equation. Let's have one more card on that 3 of Swords. And we've got the 5 of Cups. So those 3 cups being spilt. The changes are happening here. There's a change of focus that needs to happen here, and you need to, if there's been a disappointment, it's saying that not all is lost here. Do not cry over that spilt milk. Let's have a look at that Tower. Because Spirit here is saying that this new beginning is on offer. All right? This new start. And you will heal. The resolution is here. You will find the key to free yourself from any dogmatic ideas, perceptions, beliefs, because you're going to see something. There's great awareness here. And I wouldn't be surprised if Spirit does not send you those signs and synchronicities. What is this Tower about, dear Spirit? What is that? 6 of Wands, dear friends. 6 of Wands, yes. The ability to succeed is here. The recognition is here. You're coming into balance. There is success. There is a new beginning. I mean, we've got the Ace of Wands here and the 6 of Wands. So some of you feel as though you've needed to take a couple of steps back. Right? You've been aiming for this new beginning, and then all of a sudden, because Spirit says it's happening, but you just don't know about it. That you will succeed in what this is that you're desiring to conquer, to manifest, to do, to accomplish. And we've got the 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands is a celebration. It is a happy family. It is stability. It is having planted those seeds, having built on. This is like a new chapter that begins. Like a new chapter. And it's the end of the burden. I believe that this Tower is taking away the burden, the heaviness. We've got 4 and 6, that's 10 wands. That's like restarting, letting go of that heaviness of the 9 of wands. There is the 10th wand. Maybe someone needs to see things, to see that they are successful, that they've got the security, that the promise is here. but they just haven't been aware because they've been trying to see things from a different perspective. And it's like they've been wearing those rose-colored glasses and maybe even wanting the proof. Well, the proof is here now. It's like, I don't believe it until I see it. And there's preparation in these cards. So prepare for a new beginning, prepare for a celebration, prepare for success and recognition, dear friends. I want to take a card on this Four of Cups. We've got the Five of Cups there and the Four here. Missed chances. Oh my God. How many aces do we have? Ace of Pentacles. This is something long term. This is a new home. This is a new relationship. This is a new business. This is a new project. This is, oh my goodness, dear friends. Your sacrifice is being rewarded. We've got the Hanging Man twice. And look at the abundance falling from his pockets. He doesn't need that. He does not need that. He doesn't need that because he knows now that there's so much abundance in whatever he's been dealing with. The fact that he's succeeded in closing up a karmic chapter in his life. He's sacrificed, he's proven himself. That's what the Hanging Man tells me here. So obviously he's seen things from a different perspective and his values maybe have changed now. And I don't know why, but seeing the Hanging Man, it's like having a big smirk or a big smile on one's face. It's like seeing life. Maybe this is someone that's seen life from, like, imagine, holding someone upside down. It's a totally different perspective. And how long can you stay upside down? This person, you, the other person you're dealing with, the situation, you've seen the worst. You've seen the worst and you've grown spiritually. Now you know that you've dealt with, you've sacrificed, and you are receiving the rewards for that. And you're receiving your justice, my dear friends. I love it. Absolutely love it. And we've got the King of Wands here. We've got a King of Cups and a King of Wands. So King of Wands could be a Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. We've got the Knight of Wands here. King of Wands. King of Wands is someone that is a leader, very powerful, very passionate, very creative, someone who's got a lot of power. Yes, this could be an entrepreneur. Yes, this could be a boss. We know that the King of Wands is someone who shows what he desires. He comes through as very sexual as well. But also, he's got great power in his hands. What's he sitting on? Eight of Pentacles. Oh, Eight of Pentacles is work. Seven of Cups. So working really hard and creating many open doors. Many open doors. And it's like I'm releasing now. I'm being released from this holdup. Maybe it's time for change now. It's like a karmic payback, karmic release or karmic reward. Now, King of Wands many times can show up as a Scorpio as well. We've got King of Cups here. So I don't know if this is two different people you're dealing with, right? Or because we've got the Lovers, right? You're either dealing with two different people. We've got the Six of Wands here, so it does tie in very much with the King of Wands. We've got the Queen of Cups beneath here. Queen of Cups. Eight of Pentacles, something pertaining to work, working really hard to create opportunities, trying to see through the cloud, trying to find one's footing and one's balance through sacrificing, through releasing. Yes, King of Wands. You may also, some of you could also be letting go of a King of Wands, someone who was very egotistical. Some of you may have been in a marriage with that King of Wands, if that is a different person. Let me just I want to take a couple of Lenormand, dear Spirit. A couple of Lenormand on, I want to see this King of Cups. And because we've got the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Cups there, I'll put the Lenormand, instead of on the King of Wands, I'll put them on the Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands, my God, Kathy. Hello. Okay, King of Cups, dear Spirit. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, could have air, they could have Gemini, they could have Mars in Gemini or Venus in Gemini, I don't know. Yeah, a closed up book, very secretive, someone very knowledgeable as well. We've got the offer, there is the offer, the bouquet. And we've got the garden, there's great happiness here and the beginning of a new story here. New story, new chapter. We've got Venus here, obviously. Venus and the Garden of Eden here, right? Networking, or someone that is quite well known in their community. This could also speak to teamwork here. So I don't know if you're working with this person as well. Let's have a look at the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups, I said again. Well, I don't know why I keep saying Knight of Cups, dear friends. Obviously, you know what that means for you. It's just ridiculous. But I'm going to take 3 Lenormand on this Knight. I'm not going to say what element anymore. We've got the Tower, which is like blockages. It is a 19, which can speak to Leo or the Sun. I mean, the Tower does speak to delays. A delay pertaining to our passions, right? Knight of Wands does chase his passion. He takes action. So there's delay. Delay pertaining to travel, because the this Knight is the traveler. We've got the Sun here, so Leo is very prominent. The Sun does speak to reconciliation or happiness, or happiness, like romance, the ability to create, truth coming through. And we've got the Storks, so a lot to do with yearning, new building on a nest. The Storks are on the 3 of Cups. This transition and this nest that's being built has been delayed, but it's I feel as though the delays are just, they're very close to coming to a halt, to stopping. So someone is needing to take time out. They're resting. They've been, on the battlefield, pushing through. Right? Not easy. Lots of changes. I just want to see what this Devil is about. We've got the Fish, which does speak to abundance. Could speak to a cycle, repetition. We've got the Birds, so a lot of nervousness, chattery energy, communication, third parties, gossip, a lot of small talk and no deep communication because of fear, maybe. Or it can speak to excitement, so a lot of sense of abundance here. Maybe the clarity that you get is that there's a lot of abundance, there's a lot of truths, there's a lot of anxiety, but there's also a lot of excitement pertaining to this divine feminine. Now, this could be you, this could be the other person. The road opens. We've got the path here, and the path does speak to choices, and it speaks to opportunities, but it can also speak to someone getting out of this gold prison, this prison cell, this prison, this emotional prison, this deceptive prison, this controlling prison. And we've got a new start. We've got an Ace, and the Rider is taking action, coming through. Lots of communication. Mercury in Gemini. This is very soon. Lots of powerful energies, activity, moving forward, news and messages coming in really, really fast. So we're coming out of those, challenges of not being able to know or not being able to move forward or dealing with purging. A lot of purging processes that we've been going through and are still, dear friends. I'm going to take a message from Spirit in a moment, but I'd like to take, just in case this is a love reading for you, and you want to, you're thinking about the person, you're watching this because of your important person, whether it's someone from the past or a relationship that you feel is on the cards, or you feel this connection to someone, can't explain it, maybe you've never seen them, but you feel that they're on their way into your life, or they need to be. Whatever it is that you're feeling, you need to trust your intuition. Let's look at some thoughts and some perceptions. Yep, there's been a lot of third parties, other people, a lot of conflict, financial loss as well, maybe also psychological challenges. We are so different, and I don't know if this could ever work out. I don't know what to do. That's the Five of Wands. That's the Five of Wands. We've come a long way, and you've proven your devotion to me. I love you. That's the Ten of Wands, which I spoke of here, right? We've come a long way. Now, that could speak to physical or timely. So we've got a lot of fire, a lot of desire here. Your love touched my soul. 10 of Cups, my dear friends, which is right here in the recent past. Let's take a couple more. Now, we haven't done a yes please this week because we weren't here, we weren't able to do it. So if you're interested in the yes please, the twin flame soulmate reading that we do every Wednesday, just letting you know now, next Wednesday, hello, we'll do a twin flame soulmate reading with yes please, where you can put your comments beneath the video and get a personalized handwritten love message. You are so hot, I want you, you drive me crazy. The passion and the desire here is off the charts, and remember that the devil is also a very strong sexual connection, okay? A very karmic connection as well, filled with many lessons, many, many times. But remember that Capricorn and Saturn can be very rewarding once the work has been put in. I had been dreaming about you before I met you, and that's the Six of Cups, which is the simply love here. So for many of you, this is obviously, could be a twin flame, could be a soulmate, could be a karmic. It will be different for each of you, right? Because this is also the Six of Cups, which is nostalgia. It can speak to this lifetime or from a past lifetime with a soulmate. We saw the Two of Cups as well. Right? So you could have been friends with this person in a past lifetime. Just saying. Unfortunately, I did not recognize you as my soulmate at first sight, but now I see you truly are. And that's the Five of Pentacles, which is here in the distant past. This person did not want to look straight at the truth. So they were wearing rose-colored glasses themselves, which that's probably what they're becoming aware of now. Okay, so 5, 7, 15, 21, 26, that's an 8. 8 could be the 8 could be August. 8 is also the Strength card. Someone desiring or needing to trust their higher self, that their patience will be rewarded. There's a strong, passionate connection, desire. And remember that maybe you've been through this cycle again and again it takes courage and it takes a lot of desire to overcome, to beat, to overcome those fears and know that you are worthy of and able to manage a situation. Right, Leo is confidence. Leo is fixed as well. So needing to make the changes or just running with the punches. The changes are happening whether we like them or not. Okay, you could be dealing with another Leo. You could have Leo in your own birth chart. You could have planets or points, angles. Let's see what message from Spirit is. And remember, Leo is also childlike energy. It's the house of affairs, right? Romance, risk-taking, children, the ability to create, generosity, matters of heart too. Let's see what the message is today. Thank you, Spirit. We have cleanse. Your body, mind, and soul are urging you to take time out for some much-needed cleansing. Just as you wash your car, clean the house, or tidy your office, your body also needs care and attention. It's time for some spiritual, emotional, and physical cleansing. So this is like needing to get rid of the rubbish, cleansing your body inside and out, not only physically, spiritually, emotionally, psychologically, clearing your space, making space for something healthy to come in. So cleansing, that's what the advice is here. Cleanse, cleanliness is Virgo. It's daily, it's the mundane, it's health. It's maybe your daily life. You're cleansing your soul from anything that's been challenging for you. Letting go, shedding, letting go of the ego, letting go of the hurt. Because I do see hurt here with the Four of Swords, and we have the Three of Swords here and here. Before I leave you, I'm just going to take one card on that action and advice where we've got Temperance, we've got the High Priestess, we've got the Three of Swords and the Five of Cups. We've got the Fox here, which is also here, right? So you're needing to let go. You're needing to let go and understand that Spirit is wise and Spirit is showing you the way, right? It's funny that the Fox is a number 14, so is Temperance. There's great intelligence here, but there's also this, you're just needing to let go. If there's been secrecy, maybe someone was not ready to share their secrets with you, but you know that the Fox is very witty. We've got the Five of Cups here. So Spirit is saying not all is lost. So maybe you have succeeded in stealing away with something that you've intelligently done without maybe even your knowledge. That's what I feel here. Let's take one more. Seeing through the veil, we've got the clouds here. And where there's been deception, like seriously, some of you are closing that door. I mean, we've got the coffin here, which is innate again. It's like purging the deception, taking off those rose-colored glasses, seeing the truth, not fearing seeing the truth. Okay? So there's changes. Remember, we had that eclipse. Right? We had the lunar eclipse in Scorpio. And that's the karma that we are shedding now. What is it? Was it a chapter for you? Was that karmic chapter for you? Was it that you needed to overcome and learn? This could have been a lesson for you as well. That things happen for a particular reason. We've got 28. 28 equals a 10 again. So again, 10 is the wheel of fortune. Spirit is going to take away from you what needs to be taken away from you. And you need to trust that, okay? All right, darlings. So remember, Venus and Uranus on the North Node. There's going to be fated things playing out here. You're going to have tower moments. You're going to have resolutions, great movement, new beginnings, like amplified by 10, I'm going to say. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, which turns into an ace, right? It's a 10. And we've got Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. We've got the Ace of Wands up here. We've got another ace with a rider. Before we had a new beginning, you're settling somewhere else. I feel as though those blockages, those forks in the road, for many of you are coming to an end. We're seeing the truth. We're healing through the ability to transition, to understand, through making choices, making the right choices. We're also able to set ourselves free from anything that's been binding. Clearing your energy, that's what you need to do. We're preparing to go. It's time to go. Time to go on that new adventure. We need to surrender as well. Surrender because the potentials are here. They're in your hands. They will be shown to you. You need to be ready, okay, for these changes. Good luck, my darlings. I want to thank you so much for joining me here and connecting with me and all that you do. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm wishing you all a wonderful weekend. As I said, those on Patreon, look out for the full moon reading, full moon in Sagittarius. And we'll be sharing our journey pertaining to Cyprus, which we totally loved. And obviously, if you get a chance, go check it out. Anyway, I'll tell you a lot more about that on Patreon. And of course, I'd just like to mention also that there is more of an exchange of energy from those that are on Patreon. Yes, a lot of you on YouTube may not be on Patreon. That's fine. There's still a lot of respect and a lot of friendliness and exchange of energies. But those on Patreon have taken that next step, and many of you know that this work is not easy. It's very time consuming. There's a lot of effort that's put in. So those obviously who support me through Patreon understand that and are able to do that. And, there's absolutely no difference between those of you that watch me on YouTube and that comment every single time. Yes, that is exchange of energy. Yes, that's totally respected, obviously. But those on Patreon give that little bit extra, and I have to work extra hard for them as they put in the effort for me. So I hope that you understand. We are a beautiful big family on Patreon, and there's a lot more that will be coming on Patreon, a lot more of sharing energy. We'll be doing live sessions as well. So those who love Divine Debut 11, right, may consider joining us there for more exchange of energy, more getting to know each other, more learning. We do learn astrology on there as well. So there's a lot to gain by being on Patreon, and I can understand that not everyone can be on there, and that is very respected, obviously. Love is on top of everything, my dear friends. Love and light. My heart is what I share with all of you. My time, which is very special, very important. But you are all very special and very important. So thank you for being here. I will talk to you soon. I gotta get to work. Love you all so much. Talk to you soon. Ta-da.